You think your parents have raised you well. My parents taught me to do the right thing and try to help people. I don't do that. I got upgraded on a flight from Milwaukee to New York. Not trying to brag, make a wish. And I got the first seat in first class. So now I'm the first person anybody sees. I'm the plane greeter. Anybody gets on the plane, I'm like, Assalamu alaikum, brother, good to see you. I'm praying for all of us. I'm not Muslim, but we all are, if you think about it. I sit down, white guy gets on, I'm like, what up? Black guy gets on, I'm like, what up? Indian woman gets on, I give her we're the only two Indian people on the plane acknowledgement. I'm like, and she goes back to economy, and I'm like, one day, we'll all be in first class. I sit there, the flight attendant comes, she takes my drink order. I'm like, I want a Jameson and soda. She says, sir, it's 8 a.m. I said, you're right, put a lime in it. And then she goes back, and I start reading this article about the Ambani family. If you don't know the Ambanis, they're the richest family in India. They're worth $200 billion, okay? They just had a wedding for their son, $600 million. I was not invited. It's because I fat-shamed the son. Listen, if you're fat, cool, I don't care. You can't be fat and have $200 billion. Just buy the company that makes Ozempic, okay? That's the... And people tell me, oh, you're just jealous. No, they're not good people. They have a 600-foot tall tower, $2 billion residence, 600 feet tall, which is like 10 of their sons stacked sideways on top of each other. It's a big flex to be fat in India, okay? Look at all these people who can't eat. Ambani fans in the room? So I'm reading this article, I'm like, what kind of pieces of shit would have a $600 million wedding in the middle of impoverished-ass Mumbai? If I was a billionaire, I'd be so much more kind and generous. Where the fuck is my free drink? As I'm thinking this entitled-ass thought, the flight attendant, she comes stumbling out from behind the counter, sits down on her seat, and I'm looking at her like, it's a weird time to take a break. Just then, another flight attendant comes running down the aisle. He gets on the plane phone. He says, excuse me, is anyone on the plane a doctor? We're having a medical emergency. Then he looks at me. In his defense, I was giving OxyContin to everybody. But no one raised their hand. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it. How hard could it be? I go up to the lady, I'm like, what are your symptoms? And she doesn't say anything. I'm like, that's a symptom. I check her pulse, to grab her wrist, I check her pulse, but I don't know if I'm checking her pulse or mine. I don't know how that shit works. I'm like, it's wet, that's pretty bad. And the flight attendant's like, do we have to divert, doc? I was like, nah, we'll make it to LaGuardia, it's fine. Let's go. She's dead, but we made it on time, and that's what matters. I'm kidding, obviously I didn't do that. I didn't pretend to be a doctor. Indian woman on the plane, stereotype confirmed, she was a doctor. She ran down the aisle, she saved the day. After she was done stabilizing her, she turned to me as if to be like, you think I could sit there and monitor the patient for the rest of the flight? I'm like, I'm still waiting for this drink, I don't know. I know we said one day we'll all be in first class, but today is not that day. I did sit there feeling bad for myself. Here I could have been a hero, but I'm like, this is gonna be a great story. Laughter is not the best medicine. I tried to tell a joke. I was like, if it's Boeing, you're not going, right? I'm looking at this woman dying, and I realize I've wasted my life. Because I wanted to be a doctor. When I came to college, I wanted to be a physician. I wanted to be a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. And then I got C+ in organic chemistry. I was like, fuck those kids. Fuck those kids and their weak-ass hearts. You never blame yourself.